All stories are a form of propaganda. Every good story is trying to convince you of something.
The ways that we have been taught about our history are not neutral, objective stories.
Why some of us have the right to use cannabis and why some of us don't. What are the real reasons for that? Because it's not the propaganda that you've been told.
Indigenous cultures have used cannabis for thousands of years.
There's no other plant that I can think of that, we outlaw. You really have to wonder why.
Really started back in the 30s with Anslinger.
I had to say a big fuck you to Harry Anslinger.
Anslinger, who was really anti-cannabis.
He was able to embolden the inherent racism that was part of the fabric of America at that time.
Started to call it marijuana.
I mean, they started calling it marijuana, so it would scare people.
Marijuana. You hear it and you're like, that's not American.
There were advertisements being put out by the U.S. government, stereotypes about Latino people, all the stereotypes that we have about African Americans related to cannabis. Those were all started by the government.
You have movie theaters actually pushing anti-cannabis conversation.
I feel like in film school, there's always some reason to watch Reefer Madness. This was a very effective form of propaganda at its time. And it's so laughable to us now, but inside of there is something kind of insidious. You feel like the forces in control really are trying to mold the minds of the populace, not for their own good or for their own benefit, but to sort of stoke this irrational fear in them.
Number one political strategy is to create a culture of fear.
They use fear-mongering as a tactic to keep us divided, so we don't understand how all these systems of oppression are linked.
And used to kind of weaponize communities against each other.
Because this fear that was emboldened by the inherent racism, it became this war on drugs, and then it was really exacerbated with Nixon.
The fact that the war on drugs started over 50 years ago with President Nixon, and we're still trying to undo some of those policies today.
Everything about how we do public safety was built on a lot of lies.